So very good morning, everyone. As I already told you, have a smile on your faces because today we will be talking about spirituality. Today we will be talking about life and how spirituality will increase in our intellect, and all the eminent speakers are with us who will be telling all about all those things. So please give a huge round of applause for today's conference. It's well said. If you want to awake all the humanity, then awake all of yourself. And if you want to eliminate the suffering in the world, then eliminate all the negative in yourself. Truly, the greatest gift you have to give is that of your own self-transformation. So, namaskar. I'm Dr. Prerna Bhardwaj, the coordinator of Yogananda Center for Theology, and on the behalf of YCT and Shroon University, I took this immense pleasure to welcome each one of you online and in person in this first ever organized one-day international conference on the science of spirituality. So आज का ये कार्यक्रम बहुत ही खास होने वाला है क्योंकि आज हम स्पिरिचुअलिटी की बात करने वाले हैं और हमारे साथ हैं ऑनलाइन स्वामी ईश्वरानंदा गिरी जी, योगदा सत्संग सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडिया. आई वेलकम यू स्वामी जी. मैं चाहूंगी कि तालियों की कमी आज नहीं होनी चाहिए. हमारे साथ हैं स्वामी अनुपमा नंदा जी फ्रॉम रामकृष्ण मिशन. बहुत बहुत वेलकम स्वामी जी. हमारे साथ हैं डायरेक्टर मोरारजी देसाई, नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ योगा, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, डॉक्टर आई.वी. बसवा रेड्डी जी. वेलकम यू सर. हमारे साथ हैं चांसलर शून यूनिवर्सिटी, पैट्रन YCT, प्रोफेसर P.K. खोसला. वेलकम यू सर. हमारे साथ हैं प्रेसिडेंट सेल्फ मिसेस सरोज खोसला. वेलकम यू मैम. हमारे साथ हैं चेयरमैन YCT Mr. Vivek Atre. Welcome you, sir. The very enthusiastic and the mastermind of this conference, Mr. Vivek Atre. We have Registrar of Shroon University, Professor Sunil Puri. Welcome you, sir. All the guests outside Shroon University. हमारे साथ आज शिमला से, चंडीगढ़ से, दिल्ली से कुछ बच्चे आए हैं, चंडीगढ़ से हैं. सो आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद है आज की इसकी कॉन्फ्रेंस में आने के लिए. साथ ही साथ जितने हमारे स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे हैं डिवाइन क्लब के, YCT के, जो आज कॉन्फ्रेंस में एनरोल हुए हैं, मैं बहुत बहुत हार्दिक स्वागत करूंगी. डीन डायरेक्टर्स ऑफ शून यूनिवर्सिटी का, हमारे फैकल्टी मेंबर्स जो आज हमें यहाँ ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, एज वेल एज पार्टिसिपेंट्स का. हमारे साथ कुछ स्पीकर्स आज मौजूद हैं ऑनलाइन. डॉक्टर एका बनर्जी जो हमें मुंबई से ज्वाइन कर रही हैं. वेलकम यू मैम. हमारे साथ हैं डॉक्टर जानकी संतोखे जी जो कि अगेन मुंबई से हैं. वेलकम यू मैम. डॉक्टर बाला गणपति जी हैं हमारे साथ न्यू दिल्ली से. वेलकम यू सर. प्रोफेसर सुकांत जी हमें लखनऊ से ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं. वेलकम. एंड अगेन आई वेलकम ऑल द डिवाइन पीपल इन दिस डिवाइन कॉन्फ्रेंस. सो चलिए कहते हैं दीप प्रवचन जो हमारी एक प्रथा है हमारी संस्कृति की, वो ब्लेसिंग्स हमें भगवान की मिलती है. तो आज की ये शुरुआत हम दीप जलाकर करेंगे. तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी स्वामी जी से, बसवा रेड्डी जी से, खोसला सर से, खोसला मैम से, विवेक सर से, पुरी सर से, आप प्लीज आगे आए और दीप प्रवचन. साथ ही साथ मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी वसुंधरा को कि वो मंच पर आए और सरस्वती वंदना परफॉर्म करें.
अगजानन पद्मार्कम् अहर्निशं पद्महे अनेकदन्तं भक्तानां एकदन्तम् उपास्महे. शारदां शारदां भोजवदनां वदनां भुजे सर्वदा सर्वदास्माकं सन्निधिं सन्निधिं क्रियात् ऐङ्कार ह्रीङ्कार रहस्ययुक्ता श्रीङ्कार गूढार्थ महाविभूत्या ओंकार मर्मा श्रींकार गूढ़ा नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम। थैंक यू।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू एवरीवन। चलिए, तो आज की कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत हो चुकी है। हमें ब्लेसिंग्स माँ सरस्वती की मिल चुकी है। गेस्ट जो हैं वो विराजमान हैं। तो सबसे पहले मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी प्रोफेसर प्रेम कुमार खोसला जी से कि वो सम्मानित करें स्वामी अनुपमानंद जी को। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Thank you everyone. Now proceeding with the inaugural ceremony, now may I request the chairman, Yogananda Center for Theology, Mr. Vivek Atre, to kindly give welcome note. Over to you, sir.
A very warm welcome to all the dignitaries, all the speakers, all the spiritual personalities, all the aspiring spiritual personalities. A warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this first annual conference of the Yogananda Center for Theology at Shulini University. We are blessed in many ways to be here today. Firstly, this pristine campus of Shulini University is nestled in the hills, and we are closer to the divine perhaps when we are in the mountains or the forests. At least we are away from the city, although our endeavor has to be to find the divine wherever we are. But environs certainly make a difference to our spiritual quest. Today we are blessed also that the Yogananda Center for Theology, which was set up in January 2021, on the 5th of January, the birth anniversary of Sri Sri Paramhansa Yogananda. And it is housed in the Yogananda Library premises in this very campus. Dr. P.K. Khosla, who is the Chancellor and the founder of this university, has always been thanking Paramhansa Yogananda ji, who he follows as his guru, for the divine blessings that have enabled this university to come up so strongly, so superbly, so brilliantly in many ways, with so much research and so much scientific progress being made on this very campus, and very enlightened teachers and bright aspiring teachers and scientists and achievers of tomorrow on the campus. This conference is a testimony to what we have been doing in the last 1 year, and we plan to hold this conference every year. We hope that next year we will have all the speakers physically present with us here. Today we are honored that Swami Anupamanand ji, General Secretary of the Ramakrishna Mission, who is in Chandigarh, has come here to be with us physically. And Dr. Basava Reddy, who is the director of the Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga in the Ministry of Ayush. He has come all the way from Delhi to be with us. Mrs. Reddy is also here with us. We are really honored that these two speakers have come all the way. Professor P.K. Khosla, I and the team of YCT, that is the Yogananda Center for Theology, are really grateful and honored by their presence. We are extremely honored to have the presence also online of Swami Ishwarananda Giri, the General Secretary of Yogoda Satsang Society of India, founded by Paramahansa Yogananda in 1917, celebrated 100 years 4 years ago. And Swamiji is a doctor by profession or by training, and now a monastic for several years and General Secretary of YSS. He's live from Ranchi at the moment. He is going to be speaking in a while. We also have other eminent speakers, as mentioned by Prerna. We are going to have a day full of wisdom, hopefully, insight, and ultimately it will depend on how receptive we are to the teachings, to the wisdom, to the sunshine, to the divinity that will come out from the words and the presence, online or offline, of all the dignitaries. I'm very grateful to all of you for being here, and it is really a privilege to have delivered this welcome note. Namaskar.
Thank you so very much, sir. Now, may I request the Chancellor, Shunli University and patron, YCT, Professor P.K. Khosla, to kindly bless us with a few words. Over to you, Khosla, sir.
Swami Ishwarananda Ji, General Secretary, Yoga Satsang Society of India, Ranchi. Swami Anupumananda Ji, General Secretary, Ramakrishna Mission, Chandigarh. Our learned Professor Veswara Reddy Ji, I.V. Veswara Reddy Ji, a professor from Hadada School, and I think he's the director of the Morarji Desai School of Yoga, and he has more than 40 years, short 35 years experience in yoga, teaching of yoga. And the audience, there are several distinguished persons sitting, so I welcome each and every one. Central theology is a new introduction in the university system. As we have seen that there are very few such institutions in India, and maybe we are the first one in the region. As the word theology is a Greek word, it means about God, God activities, God relations with the cosmos, and the God with the humanity. In other words, it's all, if you club together, it is spirituality. Friends, I would say the direct contact with spirituality, though every Hindu is spiritual right from the childhood, mothers always, at least in my times, my mother used to, मुझे वो कहती थी कि खाना तब मिलेगा अगर 10 बार गायत्री मंत्र करोगे. जब बड़े हो गए उन्होंने पूरी माला कह दी 108 बार करो. So that is your introduction to the spirituality. But my real sense, when I read the book, Autobiography of a Yogi, this book was given to my two sons for standing first in the school. I wondered what type of books are given the students for standing first in the class, and I didn't appreciate it. But once I read one chapter from the book, I thought, oh God, this is also science. This can also happen. Person can have two bodies, one sitting here, another body doing something somewhere else. So this is how my interest in this science came. Then I searched. I came to know that without Guru, you cannot progress in this system. I looked at many systems. Here and there are whatever was available. Finally, I also now believe that you go there where you are, this is your relationship from eternity. Guru is not for one generation of this generation. You have a relation with him from incarnation to incarnation. So finally, I landed the author of that book, Paramahansa Yogananda's group. And that I call the luckiest day of my life. And whatever this university is, I attribute to Paramahansa Yogananda ji. He has been inspiring me to follow the path of truth, follow the path of spirituality, help others as much as we can. I think that is the purpose of life. Because when we are talking about the spirituality, when we are talking about the Hindu religion, this is the only religion which talks about body, mind, and soul. So we are nurturing body here, most of us. But once we start thinking of soul, so this is what the Center of Theology will be attending to these issues. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Prerna, for organizing this excellent workshop. And also our the coordinator, our organizer, Vivek Atri. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. So next is a release of YCT magazine. So हमारी YCT magazine, annual magazine जो है वो बनकर तैयार हो चुकी है.
ये नहीं चल रही.
So I believe, Supriya ma'am, are you ready with the magazine? Right. So may I request all the dignitaries to kindly
Swamiji, we will come back to you.
release our first YCT magazine. May I request you, Baswa Reddy sir, Swamiji, Vivek sir, Khosla ma'am, Puri sir, to kindly. So this is our YCT magazine. All the contents that includes talk about spirituality, talk about life, divine quest. So I request dignitaries to kindly go through the magazine.
Hello.
So I'll just be telling you the schedule for today's conference. Next session will be, there are 3 sessions. First session is related with spirituality in practice and education. So how you adding spirituality in your day-to-day life, like your education, how this will help you to make a good citizens, a good life forms, and in this way. And we have 2 speakers, Swami Anupamananda ji, who is offline with us, and Professor Sukant K. Chaudhary. He is a professor of Department of Sociology in University of Lucknow. Then we will be having a tea break for 15 minutes. And then second session is related with one of my favorite topics, that is universality of religion. How oneness of religion is there. Every religion talks about one thing. So how it is related. And we have a very renowned 2 personalities with us in this session. Dr. Eka Banerjee, alumni of Oxford, and ma'am is founder and CEO of Ekam Resonance. Also we have second speaker, Dr. Janki Santoke ji, Vedanta Organization Trust, Mumbai. Then we will be having a lunch break for 45 minutes and a group photograph that will held in Vrindavan Lawn. So we all will move to Vrindavan Lawn. And then the last session will be our third session. And the theme is mental health and holistic well-being. So Dr. Baswa Reddy ji will talk about it, and Dr. Balaganpati, he will be joining us from Delhi University. He will be talking about us. Then all students of YCT and Shun University has a wonderful performance. They are ready with a scene, different type of performances, but this time spiritual performances, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, dance, then your devotional singing, chanting. So all Shunli will, I believe, will be full of spiritual vibrations today evening. Then we will be having high tea in Chalet, and then we will close with it. So I believe.
Namaste. Please let me know if you get disconnected again, because I understand sometimes there are problems when we are connecting through the internet. Pujya Swami Anupamananda ji, respected Professor Khosla, Shri Vivek Atre ji, distinguished speakers who are seated on the stage and those who have joined online, my pranams to all of you and my deepest gratitude for having been invited to this very, very special function on the science of religion, which is being organized in the Shulini University Yogananda Center of Theology, a center which has been started in the name of my Guru, Paramahansa Yogananda ji. It gives me great joy to participate in this first conference, and it is my deepest prayer that this conference and this institute meet with resounding success, and it will really make an impression, make an impact on the lives of all who participate in such programs. You know, religion and science, they seem to be on the opposite poles of the spectrum. In fact, perhaps Paramahansa Yogananda ji was the first yogi or first spiritual person, a spiritual leader, who used both terms in the same sentence. Otherwise, the general concept was that religion is religion and science is science, and there is no common ground, there is no commonality. You know, like a famous poem says, East is East and West is West, and never the twain shall meet. So apparently science and religion were poles apart, and there was no way that could be a common ground. But Paramahansa Yogananda ji, when he came to the US from India in 1920, the very first topic he spoke upon was this, the science of religion. And that talk, the very first talk he delivered on the soil of US, that has been published as a book, and that book is available to all who want to read the talk, because there in that talk, which is, that book is a few, I think 60-70 pages, not a very good book, but in those few pages, Yogananda ji very clearly explains why religion is a science and how religion can be practiced scientifically. The only thing that is required is passion, is a genuine enthusiasm. That is all that is required. And that is what is required in any field, isn't it? Whether we want to succeed in science or religion or sports or business, the only thing that is required is unbridled passion. That means we keep on striving until we succeed. So if we have that kind of passion, then whatever experiences that spirituality or religion promises, those experiences can be experienced by anyone. And that is why it is a science. What is science? Science is that branch of knowledge which is universal and the truths of which can be universally demonstrated by any person in any country and anywhere. So those truths are not limited and are not modified by time, place, or person. So if true spiritual principles are practiced by an Indian or an American or a Canadian, by a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian, no matter what nationality, what race, what outward religion he's practicing, if he's practicing the scientific spiritual principles correctly, he is bound to have that same experience of God. That is the concept which Paramahansa Yogananda ji conveyed and explained in that book. He starts out by explaining what exactly is God. And he goes on to say that when we disconnect religion, when we disconnect God from our daily life, then religion takes a backseat, spirituality takes a backseat, and there is no passion behind our religious practice, behind our spiritual practice. But when we realize that I need God in every aspect of my life, whether it is for earning money or fulfilling my family duties or my official responsibilities or my social responsibilities, or to gain knowledge or attain success, that means in every aspect of my life, unless I recognize the importance of God, I will not pursue spirituality with passion. So, and in that book, he proves why we need to connect our life in that way with God. And he does that by explaining very clearly what is God, who is God. There is in my own mind, when I started on the spiritual path, I did not have a very clear concept of what is God, what is the goal of spirituality, what is the goal of religion. Like everyone else in India, we're all religious people because right from our childhood, from the day we are born, religious practices and religious principles are kind of introduced to us, we're indoctrinated in them, and we grew up in that milieu, in that environment. So it is very easy for us to absorb those religious principles, but that does not necessarily mean that we understand what is behind those religious practices. And most of the time it is all mechanical. There is no enthusiasm. It is just because of parents did it, so we do it. But why are we doing it? What do we hope to achieve through that? That is never clear. And that was not clear to me also until I started reading the books, real books like those written by Paramahansa Yogananda ji, Swami Vivekananda, the life story of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. These are the great spiritual leaders who have kept those spiritual goals in front of mankind. And they have made God a reality for us. They have made God a personal experience for us. So Paramahansa Yogananda ji defines God as joy, Satchitanand, a joy which exists all the time and which is always conscious of its existence. That means ever existing, ever conscious, ever new joy. Nitya Naveen Anand or Satchitanand. That is the definition given by the Indian scriptures. God is essentially formless. He doesn't have a form, but he can take any form to please the devotee. But his essential quality is joy. And another essential quality is infinite love, infinite compassion. Now, don't we all want that? Is there anyone here who can say that I don't want joy? Can anyone say that I want sadness? Nobody can say that, because it is inherent in us. And why is it inherent in us? Because we are joy. As souls, we are small droplets of joy, and God is the ocean of joy. And the entire spiritual journey, as Adi Shankara says, is the journey of this droplet of joy towards the ocean of joy and ultimately merging with the ocean of joy. That is what religion and spirituality is all about. And our Indian saints have given very definite techniques, very definite spiritual practices, which, if practiced correctly and with passion, with bhakti, with energy, and for a sufficient length of time, not for just a day or two or a week or a month or just even a year, but maybe several years, if those spiritual practices are followed as given by a guru, we do connect with God. We do experience that supreme joy. Maybe a little bit, may not be that infinite joy, but maybe a little bit of joy. But even one moment's connection, one momentary experience of that supernal joy transforms our life. And that is when the science comes in. Science is essentially a branch of knowledge which is experiential. It is not just theoretical. You have to, the facts have to be proven. So we can keep talking about God and theology and the omnipresence of God and the omniscience of God and what God is this, God is that. But it is all just words, meaningless words, until we actually connect with God in our heart, until we connect with that joy, that Anand Swarup of God in our own hearts. When that happens, even for one moment, then we can say from our own experience, yes, God exists. We don't have to depend upon what is written in the scriptures or what some saint says. We know by our own experience that yes, God exists. I may not be always aware of his joyous presence, but there is a way to connect my consciousness with that joyous presence. And that whole process of connecting our consciousness, our human consciousness, with that divine consciousness, which is a joyous consciousness, that whole process is religion, is spirituality. So I am very thankful to all of you today that you will be spending this whole day on this very important subject. And those of you who have never thought along these lines, it will be a noble experience for you. I pray to you that you listen to all that will be said today with an open heart, with a receptive heart, and carry back the message of the speakers. And from all that you hear, try to assimilate those kernels of truth, that core of truth, which you will find will be a common thread in the talks of all the speakers. And then make that truth your own. Only when some truth becomes our own, when we assimilate it in our bones, in our very atoms, only then that truth becomes practical for us, becomes a part of our life and has any meaning. So my deepest wish and prayer is that all of you benefit from today's conference on the science of spirituality, and that this conference be a grand success.
Namaskar to all of you. It's a matter of privilege for me to be present over here on this occasion to awaken myself also. I am a part of all of you. I also want to awaken through this spirituality in practice and religion, what they have kept the theme for the day. I just want to quote what Paramahansa ji said long back. Everything else can wait, but search for God cannot wait. As my predecessors have already said, even Swamiji has said, we all have to go or seek for the God. And this is one way the organizers, they have chosen this path for this conference. I would also like to thank each and every speaker, particularly the Swamijis who have come over here and who will be with us for the day to awaken us. Really, it's a matter of pride and pleasure for all of us that this day is going to be very special for all of us. I must thank the organizers, our guests over here on the dais, Swamijis, our road director from Ayush, Madam Khosla, Professor Khosla, Mr. Vivek Katre, and all those present over here, as well as those who are online, that they are with us to make this conference as a successful venture. The magazine which has been released, I was just going through it and I find that it's really very, very interesting. I have read few pages while sitting over here. And I must congratulate also the editors, those who have the speakers and those who have given their lessons or their teachings in this. I must thank all them also that they have taken care. And just now, Mr. Vivek Katre was telling me that in the morning only this became ready and Swamiji was kind enough to bring it along with it. So we are thankful to you, Swamiji, that you are able to. So with these few words, I thank each and every one of you. And since it's a very small inauguration, but the day is long, so we will be with you all. And I hope you will enjoy the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. So this is all about the inaugural ceremony for this conference. So now, before we start with the session 1, may I request the dignitaries to kindly occupy the seats this side. And request Swamiji and Vivek sir to stay there on the stage.